Hello bros I don't knows. This is Blahuga and I'm recording this video to walk you guys through the process of modding a game such as Spirit of the North. First off, you're going to need to download the Epic Games launcher from their website. It'll be right up here on the top right on their website, download. Once you've run through the setup and got your Epic Games launcher running, head over to the Unreal Engine tab, I guess, on the left side, and then go to Library. And then here you can install your Unreal Engine versions. So Spirit of the North right now currently uses 4.26, but if you were, for example, modding the launch version of the game or something, I don't know, you go use the 4.25 version of the engine. Well, moving on, here, I have two projects here, let me fix that. Anyway, firstly, you're going to click launch on 4.26. You'll know when it's actually launched, when it no longer says running and it says launch again. And then eventually you'll see this and it'll close the launcher. Once you got this thing open, click on games and then next. Keep it blank and then next again. And here you have the project name. This is important. You want the project name to match the name of this exe. You go to your Steam library or wherever you installed Spirit of the North, go to the installation directory, and then you'll see Infused right here. Also, the folder here is called Infused. So you want to copy that name, or you can just type it out, doesn't matter. Paste it as the project name, Infused, and then create project. Soon enough, you'll have the editor open and ready to be used on your screen. Here we are. So this is your blank Unreal Engine project in 4.26. To work with Unreal Mod Launcher or Unreal Mod Loader, we're going to set up a project to do so. So in the content browser, right click, or you can just click add import new folder. I like to right click new folder and name this one mods. Inside of that folder, make a new folder with the name of your mod. I'm just going to have it as test for demonstration. Go inside that folder, create a new blueprint class. So right click, instead of new folder, it's blueprint class, and then click actor. You just want a regular, normal, everyday, boring actor. Name this one mod actor with capital M&A, no space. Save all. I like to do that every once in a while. Now double click the actor to go inside of it. This is going to be happening by default. I recommend you take the tab here and drag it up to the top so it attaches into one window. So this is where you construct your actor of like, you compose it with all the stuff here on the hierarchy on the top left. But we're just going to go right to the event graph. We don't really care what the thing looks like, because it shouldn't have an appearance. So this is your basic stuff. You don't need that over here. To set this up for U.M.L, we're going to add a variable. Name it mod buttons. Again, no space, in capitals for each new word. And then on the top right, we have variable type. Switch it from Boolean to string. And then next to that, you have this drop-down menu, this combo, another combo box. Switch it to an array, from a single instance into an array of strings. Oops. Then compile the blueprint so you can start adding values. So each instance in this array is going to be a new button within the U.M.L overlay in your game. So let's just start off with one entry, and we're going to call it test action. Hooray! Lovely. Alright, next thing you need to do is right click in an empty place in your blueprint and search for custom event, and then press enter. You're going to automatically be typing the name of your custom event. Let's call it mod menu button pressed. Again with the capitals and no space. Then click on an empty spot on this event, and then on the top right you'll see other properties of it. Add a new input and call it index with a capital letter, and then switch it from a Boolean type to an integer. Once you've done that, compile and save. Now we'll drag a pin out from the new index pin on your node, your custom event. Once you let go, you have another Dropbox with automatically searching. Let's search for switch on int. It will automatically attach your execute pin into this new switch on int node. So right now by default it has no extra numbered pins. So let's add a pin. So basically in your mod buttons array we have a button called test action with index 0, and then this custom event is fired by U.M.L. whenever we click a button. So if we click the one that's called test action, it'll fire this event with index equaling 0. So then index will be fed over to this with the execution. It'll take in the selection, and since we selected 0, it will fire this one, number 0. Say for an example, on mod menu buttons we had more. We had like button number 2 was pop pop pop, I don't know. Then we need to make sure that we have the number 2 here also, so that if they chose button number 2, it'll fire off of this pin, not this one, not this one, and default will fire every time this is executed, every time. To remove a pin, right click on the pin spot and do remove execution pin. So now the mod actor is completely set up. Simple enough, huh? But there's a lot more to this. So within your directory for your test mod, right click here to add another asset, go over to miscellaneous and then data asset. Within here, look for primary asset label and then click select. This is your new data asset label, which is like a cooking rule for assets in this directory. Double click on it to start editing it. I like to set the priority to 1. Chunk ID, this is going to be the chunk ID that this mod will be exported to. More on that later, but for now I recommend setting it to 10. Then I also habitually just set it to always cook. It doesn't do anything, but you know, you know I'm me, okay? Follow me, do what I do. Okay, so label assets in my directory, we need that. So this will be applying to even assets within folders of this directory. Next up, go up here and click edit, and then click project settings. From here, go to cooker. On the left side here, you see cooker. On the very bottom over here under editor, tick this box to be true. Then you'll get this notification saying that the editor needs to be restarted to apply this change, but we will do so later. Then on the left, go to the packaging section under project. We will find generate chunks right here. Turn this on as well. Once those are ready, you can now close the editor. Do not restart it, just close it. Make sure to save all before you do so. Next step, open your file browser, your file explorer. Head over to documents and then Unreal projects and then infused. Depends where you saved the project, that is. And then head over to config, and then we'll have default engine. Default engine, you'll see the one of the settings we just applied is right here, but we will need to add more to it. So this is what it is: s.allow unversioned content in editor equals 1. So you need to paste that or type it in at the very bottom of this config file for your project, for your new mod project. Once you do that, save, and then close Notepad or whatever your text editor is, your word processor. And now you are free to relaunch your project. Just gotta make sure I'm gonna open the correct one, because yeah, this one, okay. For my computer, for whatever reason, once I've set up this new config, I get this message like 7 times. On this computer, it did not happen to my old computers, but it only happens on this one, and it doesn't seem to actually do anything, so it's okay. Anyway, so now you have your mod actor, you have your cooking rule, you have them exporting to their own packs. This is nice. We're almost done. Let's say, optionally, if you wanted to export multiple different mods in one, but with their own separate pack chunks, within your mods folder, create a new mod folder, naming test2, I guess. For demonstration purposes, I'm gonna copy these two. This will be coming up as a duplicate asset label, and to fix that, just rename it. Give it a different name, and then that issue will be saved. Go in your primary asset label, and then increase the chunk ID by 1, so it does not export with the same chunk as your other mod. Alright, that is a simple way to set up with two mods. Now, let's apply this into Unreal Engine game Spirit of the North. Go to File, package project, and then Windows 64-bit. Then keep it the default, but also copy the directory here because you'll need it. Save, package it here, open the log if you so desire, just watch it, how it does its thing. You may very likely need to wait a few minutes to compile stuff if you're not doing this for the first time. Once that's done, open your file browser, paste in the directory you copied, then go to Windows No Editor, Infused, Content, and Packs. You'll see 3 pack chunks. This one you need to ignore. These two are your 2 mods. So the pack chunk number 10, let me split that side to side. Pack chunk number 10 will be this one with the primary asset label that says chunk 10. That will be the test mod. So you see the name of the folder with that data asset. Change the name of this pack to that folder name. So I'll set it to test. And then you do the same with this one that has pack chunk 11. It'll be test 2. Once that's done, you can now copy these packs. Then go to where your Spirit of the North is installed. Go to Infused, Content, Packs, and then create a new folder called Logic Mods with a capital L, capital M, no spacing. Then paste those packs in there. Those are your mod packs. Alright, next up, you can now install the Unreal Mod Loader from their GitHub. You might need to just search Unreal Mod Loader, like this. And the GitHub right here, click on that. It'll take you right to the install page, the download page. Install this RAR file and extract it into your file browser. I have it extracted into documents. After that, go into the profiles folder within your Unreal Mod launcher install. Copy the basic example game config. So copy and paste it. I'm gonna delete my already existing infused config. Where is it? Once you have the copy, open it up, and we'll have to set these settings accordingly. So we'll just need to since this is the basic config file and it works straight out of the box, or zip file I should say, the archive, you don't have to change anything here. Just close that then. So the name of this copy you'll have to have set to the name of the Windshipping exe or the game. So go back to your Spirit of the North install directory, where I'm having a big issue with. And then go to Infused, Binaries, Win64, and then copy the whole name of this exe without extension. Then paste it here. Go to your install location for U.M.L to launch the program. Once it has this, profiles folder found! Exclamation mark ×4, waiting for game window ... Then go to your shipping.exe for Spirit of the North and open it. Then you'll get this pop-up saying that it's working, it's doing its thing, and then begin play called. Once begin play is called, that means it's spawned your mod actors and activated the begin play for them. So once that's in, you can now press F1 on your keyboard within Spirit of the North, go to Logic Mods, and boom, there are your mods. And then you can expand them and then expand mod buttons. Test action. Test action is undefined for all of these, but I also have a mod here that's not working because I don't have any buttons set up to it. Anyway, that is the basic initial setup guide to modify a game like Spirit of the North. Your simple walkthrough process to how to use Unreal Editor-ish to make mods within this game will be coming up next, so stay tuned for that, and we can mod Unreal Engine games like Spirit of the North in no time. We can do silly things like this. Which button did I bind it to? I totally forgot. Tab. Here we go. You can mess around with the functions, create your own widgets, do silly stuff. I'm gonna do Spirit Bark. Anyway, that's it. I'll be making a video on how to create custom widgets, start messing around with existing actors, maybe call unused functions, add your own assets to the game, all that cool stuff. That's coming up next time on Blahugas Unreal Engine game modding with Unreal Mod Launcher tutorial video series. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped and maybe gives Spirit of the North a second life for you.